You ever watch a movie and something crazy happens and you think, shit, how'd they film that? I'm the type of person that rewinds and rewatches or even researches the internet just to know exactly how they did that. Now, I've had you staring at these movies. Some are new, some are old. The reason why is I want to share a technique with you that's been around since the beginning of filmmaking. The green screen. Now, in my opinion, if you can, practical effects are the way to go. They just look better. Take this scene from Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol. Why does it look so realistic? Because Tom Cruise is actually hanging off that freaking building. Of course, he's harnessed in, but he's actually there, and it looks amazing. But sometimes, you just can't achieve what you want to on practical effects alone. In this video, I'm going to analyze some good uses of green screen and some bad uses of green screen. And I'm going to teach you what makes a good green screen effect and how you can use green screens in your movies. My name is Laurent Sparks, and this is FX Rewind. First, I should explain how a green screen works. Essentially, what it does is it's a bright color that video editing software can pick up and easily key out. And the reason we use green or bright blues is because it's least associated with human skin tone. If you were to use a pink green screen or a pink screen, you'd have some issues keying it out with humans because it's very close to our natural skin tone, which is the reason they often use bright green. And bright green's also, it's very different from most real world objects. You don't see a lot of bright green furniture or bright green clothing. It's just a very easy color to key out most of the time. And green screening really isn't limited to static backgrounds. We used to see it all the time in old James Bond car chase scenes with the moving backgrounds, or you see it nowadays a lot to easily implement 3D sets, fake 3D sets onto your film because it's way cheaper than building real-world sets. It was also used a lot in the movie Flubber for that little floating robot. I mean, that was just a guy with a green sleeve on. It's really amazing what you can do with green screens if you do it correctly. And I think a great example of that is Peter Jackson. His work continues to amaze me. With The Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit, it's fucking unreal. He brings you into another world. A lot of it is forced perspective and green screen and just classic camera tricks and filmmaking tricks that have been around for ages that he just uses in the right way. James Cameron is another amazing director and amazing artist, and I think his work in Titanic and Avatar especially is just outstanding. The green screen work, especially in Avatar, is second to none. I mean, it's really, at the time, it was the first thing that anybody had seen like that, and it stands out more than anything in the work of CGI and motion capture and green screen work. It's still such an amazing piece of work and such an amazing movie. I mean, the story's not great, but you can see that the art and the work is here. We see bad green screening a lot in older videos, but we forgive it because they're older videos. And technology's improved a lot since, and now we can create realistic green screen effects pretty easily. Now, I want you to pay attention to these bad green screen effects. Keep in mind they're dated videos and we can forgive that. But pay attention to what makes them bad, not the video itself. You can see that the lighting's off, or that the motion isn't right, and overall it's just not natural. It's things like this that make us realize that an actor isn't actually there. It's fake, it's not happening. And it's things like that that disconnect the audience from the film. So how can we achieve realistic green screen effect? A lot of it is in the pre-production. You want really good lighting, you want no folds or wrinkles in your green screen, and you want a nice big green screen. The issue is professional green screen kits cost hundreds of dollars online, but here's a little trick: is you can go to Amazon or go to a dollar store and buy a bright green tablecloth. I promise you, this will work just as well. The thing is, you want to set it up so that there's no wrinkles or folds or stretches. So to do this, you need a frame or a wall to hang it on, or to tape it on. There's lots of tutorials out there. You could make a frame out of PVC pipe. There's really lots of options. The next thing is lighting. There's lots of professional lighting kits out there, again for a lot of money, but you can do it for cheap. You can buy clamp lights at the pet store, at your hardware store for about 20 bucks, and honestly 5 or 4 of those would probably light your green screen enough to shoot some realistic scenes. Alright, so you've gone out and shot some footage, or maybe you've downloaded it online like I have, but how do we actually chroma key this? I'm going to show you real quick in Sony Vegas and After Effects. It's pretty quick to do. All you have to do is go over here to the video effects panel and add in the chroma key video effect, and you'll see that it gives you this little color swatch here, and what you can do is just select the color of your green screen and it'll key out that color. Now you need to have some background footage for it to overlay on, obviously, and you can adjust the settings, the feather settings and the blur settings to your likings, but that's the basics of it. It's pretty much just as simple. In After Effects, you're just going to add a chroma key effect, and again, pick your color and adjust the settings. It's pretty simple, you guys, and there's lots of really in-depth tutorials out there, but if you do it right and you take your time with the planning and the pre-production and making sure that your shots are perfect, then green screens will be one of the greatest tools you will ever have as a filmmaker. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to see more stuff like this, make sure to subscribe. My name is Laurent Sparks, and this has been FX Rewind.